Well, if it hasn't definitely come to that conclusion, the voting has been cast, the results have been tallied, and it looks like there is definitely a clear winner. Of course, I'm not going to withhold the suspense and the information because we already know what it is because you've seen the title of the video, hopefully. And with very little knowledge on what this is about, apart from knowing that quite a few of you are promoting it, and that there was a meme going around for a while, which surprisingly I tried to stay away as much as possible from. Let's step out onto the battlefield that is Kaguya-sama, Love is War. Are we just going along with the... Yeah, that is somewhat of the process. Oh no. Well, yes, while there is this idyllic view of, well, life, there are definitely troubles and strife. I don't think it's quite as militant as that is being portrayed, but well, of course, the good old perspective. Where did you get a grenade? So far, what I'm gathering from this is that there is just going to be a ongoing, the repeating thing, back and forth between these two predominantly. But rather than being the usual case of neither, just doing anything about it and taking the initiative, there seems to be some sort of battle going on. Exactly why is still above me, but I wouldn't suggest playing with firearms. Ah, so we're in a nicely prestigious school. Ah, and apparently the titular characters are not only prestigious and famous throughout the school, but they're also very well accomplished. Well, that puts my life to shame, doesn't it? So he's top dog of the school. I mean, I'm fairly well versed with the more what would be a less insulting way of describing it, the more laid back slacker type students than these high achieving ones. Well, the ones that actually try and put up the pretense. Such a dignified air to this room. I like the music that was playing. It's like that, is it? Oh, I think I see the premise of this show now. Let's see if it's confirmed. Well, some people have gone contrary to their position. There we go. So neither of them want to concede the point, do they? Please don't just start giggling away to yourself when there hasn't been so much as a joke being told. Okay. How does those conversations help or do anything? Hi. And then you've got the outsider of this. Is that is that bun going to become important at all, or is it just telling us that it's there? Yes, rare. So she's quite free spirit, isn't she? Isn't she? Oh no, has he given in already? I would rather not be stabbed in the back. I've had that experience far too much in my life. Not a literal knife, though. At least not in the back. I do like the old school VHS type effects being used. So basically, we've got a back and forth of wits now, right? I mean, that is still an invitation. I mean, not much has changed since the initial invite, but so you have set up these occasions and getting in your own way. So now you're playing coy. So they're forcing each other into a. This entire thing is just going to be a back and forth, forcing one of them into a confession, isn't it? It would be nice to see how they keep trying to one up each other. Yep, coming up with all the moves and tactics in advance. Huh. What kind of movie is that? Chaos Theory. Ah, so you're adding in the. Not only do they have to fend with each other, you've got the complete wild card of anything that this girl says. So yes, the bun is of importance. Nice try. Gone. Efficient way of eating it, I must admit. Does anyone need to go to the infirmary? And who's the one on the back there? Were they just like present in the room and we just didn't notice them? Why does she seem to exude flowers and stuff? Is this something else that she has prepared and sent it to herself? Hello, Mr. Weed. Breaking the status quo of what he believes possible. And trying to force him into action there. Yeah, I can. Hello, Mr. Weed. I can tell you, you can't really fix a broken pen with sellotape. They're going to injure themselves quite a bit. Is there gonna? Yeah, there's gonna be a fourth. I can imagine several outcomes for the end of this. Pretty much all of them annoy me to an extent. But it is. Maybe you don't have to take away the love angle, but this is a lot how kind of diplomacy works. Using the position that they have been given to interfere. Very good. Yep. Yeah. Their honor and dignity is up for sale in this, isn't it? You're going a bit far there. I mean, you've gone a bit far from just receiving a random letter to this kind of talk. Almost just spilt the beans in the first episode. And you're just going along with this battle still. And of course, he's completely bricking it in case it was true. They really need to shut her out of the room, don't they? She's gonna snap your neck if she continues on. Although they're probably stop themselves being too stupid or getting too out of hand with the Pink Girl's help. Despicable. How I know how some people really don't like public displays of affection. I would quite like an actual made lunch for once. I'm far too lazy for that most of the time. Especially for something like this, yes. Hmm. Sometimes you want the simple things. And she just comes straight out with it. Someone that can be honest with what they want. To be fair, there's not much you can get wrong, is there, with hamburger meat? Oh no, she's dead to her. That is quite the statement. You're just Well, at least one of them is going to be fed well. Oh dear. Although you are making me hungry. Does anyone really react like that when they eat? I don't think I've exclaimed to that kind of extent about the deliciousness of a meal. Really? You're reliving your past with her? Be- because it's all over. And you have the completely oblivious. How did you make that bird? Yeah, you've gone above and beyond, but wasn't the point of the um? Well, I guess the point of her wanting his meal was that it was simple food. Ignored. Not going to react, are you? There is quite a lot of dishes that are presented really nicely, and that's all the real difference is. I don't think that much kind of effort gets put into lunches over here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damaged foreheads. Uh, how can you be dead to someone twice? Wow, that is some harsh words there. And yeah, he's not really doing anything to alleviate anything here, is he? It's over. The only thing she was after, apparently, there. Have you regained favour there? Well, you might not want to know what she thought. I mean, yes, she got the yeah, okay, like, victory. Purely hypothetical questions. Are you actually going to do anything? I think that's an expression of how I feel around this set. Oh, the maid also appreciates how I feel. My word. I mean, maybe they can't really see it because of the complications in their interaction, but can't you just say, "Oh, can I try that octopus thing?" It doesn't have to be romantically linked. I'm used to upper class fancy food being provided for me. I've never tried uh, a hot dog shaped into an octopus. There you go. But no, thinking 12 steps ahead gets you. Well, you saw what it got her. Chika-san, I hope that you don't get too badly damaged in the crossfire between these two. Although you may also be the saving grace a lot of the time. It would almost be somewhat of a Romeo-Juliet story with their families and positions and responsibilities that they each don. However, I don't think anyone's really standing in their way except themselves. And when it comes to the announcer in the beginning, while yes, many relationships don't turn out all for the best, and there are a plethora of examples for that, you could never really experience anything unless you risk being hurt, which is not the greatest, but is all the better when everything works out, I guess. Have there been times when I've thought, I wish I had never met someone in the first place? Maybe at least once or twice, but if that had happened, then I don't think I would be where I am now. You grow from your situations, and sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone and admitting your feelings, well, it does good. Although now I do want Hamburg steak and some cocktail sausage octopus. So yeah, I don't think anywhere is open at 2:30 in the morning for me to find those ingredients. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to go without. If you feel sorry for me, like the video. And if you want to do more than that, you can also comment down below or subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed Kaguya-sama. And, is this what it's going to be like the entire time? We've been given small glimpses of the outside world, but it is mostly confined to the student council room. Goddamn octopus sausages. Of course, this is something to enjoy, so hopefully you do. And I'll see you in the next one.